Hello everybody, Galarian Sangvi here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode, we defeated Raihan and made it through the finals. In this episode, we're gonna go out there and face Leons. Let's go do that! Time for our final challenge. Hopefully nothing wrong will possibly happen. The tense still air on the pitch, and the exact opposition from the audience, cheering and yelling. They are both fantastic, wouldn't you say? But remember, the audience is also a bit cruel. They want nothing more but to see one of us lose after all. It can fill you with fear knowing that, but I absolutely love pushing past that fear. I love giving it everything I've got as a trainer and seeing my team give everything they've got to seize another victory. It's the greatest feeling in the world and I can't get enough of it. I can feel my partners itching with anticipation inside their Pokeballs. We're gonna have a real champion time. And I am the Galar Region's champion, Leon. Me and my Charizard and the rest of our team will use all our knowledge and experience to crush you completely. Wait, hold on! Hey, look at the monitor! What is that on the big screen? Hello there, Leon and Donnie. Just letting you know. I think it's time I brought about the darkest day for the sake of Galar's future, of course. But on a bit of a pickle, the energy released by the darkest day is too much for us to contain. I'm sorry it came to this, but it was you who forced my hand, Leon. You refused to listen. Lee, Donnie! That video stream! That was from Hammerlock Stadium, right? What in the world did the chairman do? I don't know. But everything he was saying yesterday, did he really pull off this crazy stunt to solve some problem 1,000 years in the future? I gotta go see what's going on. I'm the champion. I have to go. I should have realized what the chairman intended to do before it came to this. I take responsibility now for fixing this mess. This is a real champion time. But Lee, you're terrible at directions. What if you get lost along the way? I want to help my brother, Donnie. I got to. But I can't even manage to beat you, so what sort of help can I ever be? You can help. Easy for you to say. Hold the phone. The chairman was talking about the darkest day. That was the thing where the sky went all dark. Once, ages and ages ago, right? What does he mean, him bringing that about? And where did we even hear that name? The statue of the hero. That statue of the hero in Motorstroke. Sonia said something back then, didn't she? Though it turned out to be wrong since there were actually two heroes and all that. Still, those two managed to bring an end to the darkest day with a sword and shield Pokemon. Sonia thought the Pokemon might still be sleeping somewhere though. Oh, right? We should try and find them, Donnie. But where will we start looking? Back at the Stumbling Wheel? That's it! Donnie. I'm sure it's gotta be the Stumbling Weed. That illusion you tried to fight off that day. It must have been one of the Pokemon that are supposed to be sleeping there. Let's go back to the Stumbling Wheel. If we're lucky, we'll find something that can help. Off to the forest. Huh? Donnie and Hop? Ah, I completely forgot about the championship match! What are you two doing here? Haven't you been watching the news at all? The tournament is off, Sonia. The chairman saw to that, and sending the entire region into a state of havoc. Huh? What? What was happening while I was researching things in the Stumbling Wheel? Well, for starters, there's a giant black storm or something raging over Hammerlock Stadium. What are they calling it? The darkest day? It's thrown everything into disarray. Still, I'm sure we don't need to worry too much. The unbeatable champion will be able to take care of everything, won't he? Hold on a tick, ma'am. Did you say the darkest day? The darkest day is the name of the black storm that nearly brought the Galar region to ruin in ancient times. So, what are you here for, Donnie? I'm here to stop the darkest day. To stop the darkest day? You mean you're gonna search for the sword and shield Pokemon? Okay, here, take this. You should head to the Stumbling Wheel. I'll catch up with you once I'm done looking into something that's been bothering me. Some revives! All that matters is what you do what you can. You become a fine Pokemon trainer, after all. Ready for this, Donnie? I wonder if we're about to head straight into a wall of fog again. Not that it would bother us now. We've both grown loads stronger, and so we have our Pokemon. Going into the forest after Wooloo that day. That was the start of everything, wasn't it? A legendary beginning, really. I reckon whatever we're about to see will be pretty legendary itself. Let's head on in and add another page to our tale. Let's do just that. So with everything been thrown into havoc as I run into a very low-level Scarlett, at the time I'm recording this is about the 9th of January. I was about to say February. And apparently the big news that's been going around is that Donald Trump has been banned on Twitter. And apparently everybody's celebrating that. Now, I'm not into politics, so... Oh, I don't really honestly care, but I don't know what's the hate for him, because isn't he like one of the best presidents that the US has had in recent years? Like... I don't know what's the hate with him, and especially with all the riots and stuff happening, it's like, why all the hate? Like, the US is literally burning, and Trump is trying to save it, and then there's the whole fraud issue that went on with the election. It's it's an entire mess there in America, which concerns me for two reasons. Also, we have an auto beetle right here. Concerns me for two reasons. The first reason is that I have friends in the US. I have, friends that I talk to online that are from the US. I think a good portion of them are from the US. So, didn't capture. So it really concerns me for their well-being, because with all the riots and I think the police forces getting decommissioned and whatnot, it's like, I really do worry for their safety. Like, I don't know if they are in the affected, rioted areas, or the areas that are just getting their police force completely ripped into nothing. It does concern me. And the second thing that concerns me is that US is essentially the big brother when it comes to the entire world. What affects them affects the rest of us. So, yeah. Like, apparently, 2020, back when 2020 was a thing, apparently not only did it brought the coronavirus, but it's also, let's burn the US. Like, let's bring the US into hell. And then China is just being big assholes at the moment. I'll talk about that after I read this text. It's famous for its high level of intelligence, and the largest size of its brain is proof that it also possesses immense psychic power. So yeah, so China is being real assholes as of late, both in the political sense and when it comes to social media. And I forgot to switch Alex. We got a Luma. So yeah, yeah, so China is being real weird and jerks. Cause, for example, recently there was a horror game I remember hearing about. I forget the name of the game itself, but I know it was Chinese based. At least it was Chinese based. I know it was Asian based. I think it was Chinese based. And the game I think was scheduled to come out very recently. But but the game in question, I wish I can remember the name of it off the top of my head. The game had a reference to Winnie the Pooh, apparently. And apparently China really hates Winnie the Pooh, so they're like, oh, no, you can't have Winnie the Pooh in the game, so we're gonna ban your game from being in China. Not only are that, but we're also gonna make the client who is selling the game, which I forget if it was Steam or some other client, you know, take the game off the store, so that way no one in the world can get it. I mean, it's been ripped from the store from all corners of the world. So, it doesn't matter where you are. If you're Australian, US, doesn't matter, you can't get this game. And it's like, okay, I can understand. First off, I don't understand why you're banning it because of Winnie the Pooh, because of a Winnie Pooh reference. Secondly, I can understand if you're like, oh, we don't like that, so we want to ban the game from our country. But I don't get forcing the client that is selling the game to essentially remove it for all countries. It's like, no. If you're going to remove a game from your country, do not go to like the US or Australia or all the other countries in the world and be like, hey, you have to remove this game too. It's like, no, it shouldn't work like that. Anyway, we got wheezing. The Galarian form of it. This Pokemon consumes particles that contaminate the air. Instead of leaving droppings, it expels clean air. Good day, chap. Anyway, so there's that. I believe that's like a few weeks old, so. And again, I usually record these videos ahead of time, so by the time it comes out, it would likely be older. The other thing that China is being real assholes about is the movie Monster Hunter. Now, pretty sure this is pretty relevant. You know, Monster Hunter, I think, came out around the new year. I'm pretty sure it's going to still be relevant by the time this video comes out. Monster Hunter, good movie. If you love the Monster Hunter games, or you thinking about checking out the Monster Hunter games, good movie to check out. Very graphic, when they get to the whole monster part, and, there's especially one scene that, if you really dislike spiders, you're not gonna enjoy at all. That movie, you know, came out recently, and for starters, I think it's a good movie, but it's probably not gonna get as much attention as it needs because of the, you know, virus that's been going around. And movie theaters have only just opened back up. But China banned that movie recently. Also, we got the TM Phantom Force, which I think this is the first time this move has ever been made a TM. The user banishes somewhere and then strikes the target on the next turn. This move hits even if the target protects itself. I believe this move used to be Giratina's signature move, and then other Pokemon started learning it. But anyway, back onto the movie Monster Hunter. So yeah, so Monster Hunter, it's not going to do well because of the recent, pandemic. That, I think, is going to be a thing. But apparently China decided to ban that movie because of a joke that was made in that movie. I think it was like some kind of Bitanese joke or something like that. I don't know the full content of the joke that was made. As far as I'm aware, the joke did not exist when I watched it, because I don't remember the joke appearing at all. But yeah, but apparently because this joke was made, China was like, oh, no, we can't have this in China, so they decided to ban the movie in China. which many people were saying that Monster Hunter is going to lose out on a lot of money and the movie's going to fail because that movie was essentially made by the Chinese. Like, it was made by the company Tencent, which is a Chinese company. So, oh my god, China is just being really weird and jerkish as of late. Anyway, back to this game. What's with this fog? It's even worse than the first time we came here. They're really here! The Sword and Shield Pokemon, I knew it! Hey, where are you going? We need your help over here! You two, what in the world are you doing? What? Come off it, Sonia! You must have seen that, right? Those Shield and Sword Pokemon. They were right in front of us. But then they disappeared into the forest. Hop, are you sure you haven't lost the plot? There's no one here but you two. What? Then were those just illusions or something? Listen, I digged up some literature from other regions and I finally found something. The mentions of sword Pokemon's... I'm not good at pronouncing this one. Surchan or I can't pronounce this Pokemon's name for the life of me. I gotta learn how to say it. Surchan and the Shield Pokemon Somaseta. The writing said those two Pokemon were born somewhere beyond the Stumbling Weed, sometime long, long ago. Did they really? Ta! Sonia, thanks for digging into it. Even if it was just an illusion or whatever, we did manage to find the Pokemon again. Maybe the Sword and Shield those two used to carry are still here too? Let's go find out. Let's find out about the Shield and Sword Pokemon. Is it Santam or Sanchan? I need to learn how to pronounce that Pokemon's name properly. Because its name is so awkward for me to pronounce. I can get Somaseta's name, no problem, but Samjam, it's on always 50-50 if I'm getting that right. Will you take a look at that, Donnie? Now that's something you don't see every day. This place definitely feels different, like the stuff of legend. Oh. Bleh. Let's check it out. Looks pretty nice, actually. The Sword and Shield. See that, Donnie? The Sword and Shield, the legends were really true. Let's check it out. We pick up the sword. The rusted sword. It is said that a hero used this sword to halt a terrible disaster in ancient times, but it's grown rusty and worn. That settles it. I'm taking the shield. Though, wow, would you look at the state of this thing? It seems like it might fall to pieces if you so much as look at it funny. I don't even know if these rusty old things will really be able to stop the darkest day, but... well, I guess it can't hurt to have them along. Let's hope they can bring us some good luck. Maybe the Pokemon themselves really still are asleep somewhere. So it seems we're on our own if we want to go help Lee. This is all the help we got. Looks like it. So in the next episode, we will go to Hammerlock and help Lee. See you all next time, and if you enjoyed this content, do share it and subscribe. Later.